Everyone, I'm here with Laura Thomas, PhD. Laura, could you tell us a bit more about what you have done, how you qualified as a registered nutritionist?
Yeah, so I did an undergraduate honours degree at the University of Aberdeen, and that was in health sciences, and my focus was on human health and nutrition. And that took me to do my honours project at the Harriet Research Institute, which is now part of the University of Aberdeen. And that was around gut health and probiotics and prebiotics. So I continued that work into my PhD when I moved to the States, and I did a PhD in human nutrition at Texas A&M University. So I've done a couple of other things, like I did a nutrition policy internship in Washington, D.C., and then I went on to do a postdoctoral a postdoc, basically,
Yes.
at Cornell University.
Wow, that's fantastic.
In upstate New York. So I have a lot of academic experience, a lot of theory, and now I work as a registered nutritionist in practice.
Mm-hmm.
So I see clients one-to-one. I run a lot of courses online. I also have a podcast, and I write about evidence-based nutrition for the Huffington Post.
Great. That's Don't Salt My Game.
Don't Salt My Game is the podcast, yeah.
You'll find it in the box below. So Laura, could you tell us a bit more about what your thoughts are on why people are getting confused about nutrition?
I think it's because the title nutritionist isn't protected. It means that the public just assume that anyone who calls themselves a nutritionist has the same level of education, has the same standard of education, and experience, when in fact there's a huge difference between having a degree in nutrition and some kind of diploma or online certificate, or even a part-time course that they may have done over a longer period of time. You can almost guarantee that everyone who is a registered dietitian or a registered nutritionist is at the same standard, the same minimum standard at least.
Okay, so currently to be a registered dietitian, you're protected by HCPC, and you're also we have the BDA as our body.
Yeah.
But that's not the same with registered nutritionists. And why do you think it's important to legally protect the title nutritionist?
Well, I think the main reason is for the safety and the protection of the public, to make sure that the advice that a nutritionist gives is evidence-based and it's safe. It's not going to do any harm or damage anyone. I know from my own practice, I know the scope and the limits of my practice. And so if there's anything that I'm not sure about or anything that I think needs a second opinion, I will always refer a client to a registered dietitian or back to their GP. I won't treat any conditions. I won't diagnose any conditions.
And Laura, you're registered with the Association for Nutritionists. So how was it for you? How was the registration process?
They rejected me at first.
Okay, why was that?
The AFN rejected me because I didn't provide enough evidence with my application. So they're really big on the evidence piece. Even though I have 2 degrees in nutrition, and a PhD in nutrition. So I just had to provide additional evidence that supported my application, that proved that I was practicing within the scope of their ethics. I was practicing within their code of conduct and ethics, and within the standards that they set out for registered nutritionists.
It comes to show how thorough the system is within the Association for Nutritionists, and how you can trust the people that are in the register.
Yeah, they're really rigorous with the registration process.
Great. Laura, thank you very much for supporting our petition.
Sure.
If you're a UK citizen or a UK resident, you can sign our petition, and you'll find the link in the box below.